Hey, good morning. Again, it's Rob with DSS Aquatics. Here in the morning, we're looking to see if we can get some footage of Longfin Rosy Barbs spawning in the spawn mop. Right now, the males are more got their attention focused on chasing each other more than the females, but I noticed that they started getting around the spawn mop a little bit more this morning, so hopefully we catch some footage here of them spawning into the spawn mop. It's been a pretty active morning here in the fish room between rainbow fish and the barbs, and even some of my cories have displayed a lot of breeding behavior this morning, so hopefully we'll catch a bunch of this stuff on footage and I'll get it out to you guys, and I'm able to share some interesting details. I'm getting ready to take these Rosy Barbs and move them to the outdoor pond. One of the outdoor ponds we have out back, and open up this tank. I think they'll do really well outside with temperatures that we've been getting, you know, mid 70s, low 80s during the day. Although last night it got a little cool out in the high 40s, low 50s, which is a little cool yet. But looking at the forecast here in the area, looks like it's going to be decent for the later part of the week. So I'm looking to move these guys outside and hopefully have some success of them spawning and breeding out in the ponds. Hopefully we'll get some activity here in just a second. I noticed yesterday they were really in the mop first thing as soon as I turn the lights on. Yeah, it looks like they're prepping to start here this morning as well, but we'll just have to see. Not every day is success. You know, there's a lot of days where you expect to be successful, and it just doesn't happen that way. But here as of late, we have been getting lots of different eggs from different fish that we have here. So if you get a chance, check out our website. We do have some articles posted up on the website. Some reviews on food, you know, fish product, fish food. We're going to have species profiles of different fish. Right now we're going to just start with the ones that we keep here in the fish room or in the ponds. You know, we're looking to increase more information. We're going to do some product reviews. One of the things I like to do is I like to try out different things, you know. I like to try out different types of filters. I like to try out different types of foods. I'm constantly tinkering with different things and different ideas on how to do things in the fish room. You know, and what I'm looking honestly to do is, you know, kind of establish and build a small community, or, you know, a community of, you know, other people, like-minded people that, you know, just enjoy, you know, keeping fish and the aquarium hobby. And you know, if you want, if you would, just reach out, and on the website there is a contact page. You can, you know, send me your email and, you know, question or anything like that. Do you have a YouTube channel? We're just kind of getting the ball rolling with that as well. Well, obviously, because we're releasing this video. On Instagram, X, Facebook. So we're on the social media platforms as well. Like I said, we're just kind of getting the ball rolling. We're hoping to maybe, you know, reach out to me to make a community of, you know, other like-minded people that enjoy, you know, keeping fish. And we do have fish for sale on the website. Some of the fish I have, I just, you know, keep for myself. I just enjoy. But if I'm successful and start having, you know, a lot of breeding and, you know, I will start putting them up on the website for sale. And what I'll do is I'll try to keep a lot of that stuff reasonably priced. I'm not looking to make a fortune. I just like I said, I just like doing what I do and enjoy spending my time out in the fish room. And you can read more about it on the About page on the website. And, but yeah, if you would just follow us, like, subscribe, and I'm definitely interested in anybody else's story as far as breeding. I just like the process of breeding and different things like that. So if you have a line you're working on or something that you are think is really unique or very high quality, or I'd definitely be interested. So reach out to me. I'm always looking for different breeding projects. So like I said, just go to the website. There's a contact page. If you would, just a line or two, drop me a line or two, send it, and I will definitely respond to you. But just wanted to share the morning here in the fish room that I'm having. It looks like these guys are just kind of chasing each other more than chasing the females. So I'm not sure if we're going to have success this morning or not, but just wanted to kind of show. Oh, maybe we might get a little bit here. Looks like they're trying to herd a couple females to the spawn mount. Oh, here we go. Again, I personally, I don't mind green water in my tanks. I actually, I change the water, once if not twice a week. I don't mind it. I know some people like the crystal clear and tanks, but I throw plants in there. Matter of fact, in this tank here, you can't see it off screen, but I got some pothos in the corner that I'm growing out. I love, putting some household plants and different types of plants into tanks. I'm a firm believer of hornwort and guppy grass and just stuff like that. I don't do a lot of aquascaping myself, but I do like using rocks, kind of natural materials in some of my tanks, and hence the some of the green water that I get in some of them. But to each their own. Fish are a lot healthy, just really healthy fish, and they seem to not mind it. So I just kind of try not to change too much, and just kind of go with the flow. So as a matter of fact, speaking of pothos, my tank in my 40 breeder I got above it, which I got some orange cories in, and I got also some tequila Goudias from Greg Sage. So it's one of his, from his line. I'm not looking to sell those. Those are just my personal project that I have. I mean, maybe down the road if they start out, filling the tank up and breeding a little too much, then maybe I'll sell a few of them off. But for the time being, right now, I just kind of enjoy this myself. But let me move up to the top tank here. I do have, pothos that I'm growing out of the top tank, and I have this in several of the tanks. I'm trying to grow a bunch of it. I got some spider plant. I love just household plants and using them like that. And well, there's a pothos that I was talking about in the tank here that we're watching. But yeah, so I try to use that stuff as much as I can. Kind of helps with the nitrates in the water, and very, very good for your tank. They're chasing each other. They're getting there. I've been pulling some eggs out of the spawn mop here for a couple days. I mean, not as many as I'd like, but they are definitely spawning in the spawn mop. And for all I know, they could be spawning elsewhere in the tank, but it seems like they tend to stay right, you know, with the spawn mop most of the time in the morning. So, but we'll find out. Like I said, I'm going to move them outside into one of the ponds here later this week. So they'll free up this tank. This is going to be a different project here. I'm actually looking at maybe contacting Greg again and getting some trout goodiettes. And I want to create a tank here for them as well. So, yeah. There'll be a lot more videos coming in the near future. I got different betas that I'm looking to breed. I got, of course, African cichlids. I got several lines of guppies and endlers. Some Daniels, Pearl Daniels, CPDs. I got lots of several strains of rice fish that are just incredible. That I might be sharing on. Well, I actually have listed on the website already. Some of the rice fish. I'm getting a ton of eggs from some of the rainbow fish, so I should. Matter of fact, I have some grow-out tank right now with a lot of fry, so I'll be, I'm sure, having some of that on the website as well. But yeah, if you would, you know, I appreciate your time. I know there's a lot of different channels out there with a lot of different information, but if you'd take a minute and just check out the channel, you know, it would really help a lot. If you'd like, follow, and subscribe, check out the website, check out some of the articles that are on the website. Try posting that or getting that updated, you know, maybe weekly. Eventually we will have a membership or, you know, a subscription, email subscription, where, you know, we'll have, you know, different sales and really good deals for people that want to be part of that. That'd be great. Like I said, if you breed your own fish and you got like an incredible line or that you're willing to share, or reach out to me, I'd definitely be interested in, you know, buying something from you even. So it's just all about sharing and spreading the knowledge of what we do here. A lot of the fish that I keep personally is dwarf cichlids, nanofish. I do have my rainbow. I say my Africans and my rainbows are probably the biggest fish that I have. I have some OBs. I have some, you know, I got a couple of probably 5-6 inch African cichlids that I have. I got 2 tanks of them that I'm looking to really try to. I got some really nice lines that I'm looking to breed. And maybe I'll have some of them to sell coming up. I do love my electric blue Caras. Those are probably the next biggest, and rainbows are, you know. But other than that, I have a lot of dwarf South American cichlids. I've got some Mephistos, different things like that. So you have to just keep on top of, like I said, the website. Or reach out to me and I'll let you know what I'm working on. And again, thanks for watching and I appreciate your time. Well, just as I was kicking off the video, of course they started surrounding the spawn mop, and I just wanted to. They were getting pretty aggressive with the spawn mop here just a second ago, so I thought I better kick this back on and finish out the video showing what I've been seeing here the last, you know, last week or so in this tank. Well, it's definitely looking very promising. Even the pandas that are in the tank are looking to get involved. But like I said, all my information's on the website. If you got a free minute, reach out and contact us. I'd greatly appreciate it. And just appreciate your time. And if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out. Thanks again.